The name of the view is what you'll select from that View drop-down menu. An incident list view controls what appears on the incident list, including which columns you see, which filters show up, and what criteria incidents need to meet in order to appear in the list when this view is applied. There are a few different types of views, which we'll talk about at the end of this process. Depending on your permissions, you might be able to set up a view for just yourself, for your entire service, or for the entire system to use. The name of the view is what you'll select from that View drop-down menu when you want to apply this view. By contrast, the description will only appear to you or to anyone else who is going to open this view for editing. You will need to add columns to any view, although it's up to you which information you want to display and in what order. Depending on which columns you do choose to display, different options might appear to you. You'll always be able to update the header, which will appear at the top of that column on your incident list if you want it to be more specific or just more useful to you or your agency. You'll also always be able to select the alignment of information within that column, so if you want it to be left aligned or right aligned. For some types of fields, you'll also be able to select a format, like you'll see here. Once you've added a few columns, you'll also see the sort order buttons appear, which you can click to change the order that any of the columns will appear in. Filters are an optional, but often very useful, part of views. They're the drop-down menus that appear on the right side of the incident list. People will be able to use any filters that you add for this view to narrow down which incidents are displayed by setting new criteria every time they view the incident list with this view. Criteria, by contrast, will always be applied in the same way when this view is applied. Frequently, if you're creating criteria, you might want to include a hint about those criteria in the name of your view. For example, here the name of the view makes it clear that you'll only be viewing incidents with a validity score that's low. Once you click Save, you may be prompted to select the type of view that you want to create. Your ability to create different types of views is based on your permissions. My Views will be available for you and only you to use at any time. For service admins, service views can be used by anyone in your agency. For system admins, system views are available to anyone and any service in the system.